I want to grab deep to control his head. If I have head control, I can move his body. If I have this does nothing. Move, Dave. He can still start passing. See how quick that was to come up? So here, even if I had head control, he starts to move up, I can still pull him down, right? Okay? So, you know, in the street, you're not going to be pulling. It has no kimono, but you'll be here. Yeah, pressing like this. You're ready to fight. Okay? So we're here. You have the collar control. Next, what I like to control, and what I was talking about earlier, if I get in here, he can smash my knees and go back. This hurts. I already got surgery on my knees. I don't want to do that anymore. But if I do this here, he starts to push down. It's against his body. And here, actually can come in and get him off with a scissor sweep and hold him in the mount that we like to do here. Okay? So go back. Again. So I'm here. I'm postured up. Again, I'm not here because if he sees this, he can feel my structure. He can pull it and start to pass and pull me down. All right? So once I'm here, so let's say in the beginning, if you want to do this guard, fine. A lot of strength. Yeah, see how he's posturing up already? They know, my guys know this. He's at a 90 degree. I don't like this. The gravity's on his side because I'm lower. Again, he has his feet. His feet are always faster than my butt because essentially when I'm in guard, I'm on my butt. So his feet, so how do we do that? You always have 2 to 3 points of contact with the opponent. 1, 2, but also a third. Okay? So now I'm ready. When I grab, I don't grab here because his elbow's still free. He still move. I grab here if I want to. And I'm making this angle. I want his head and his arm together like this. If you notice, it's almost like a triangle. We'll discuss that in a minute. But he keeps them close here. So what I was talking about is the follow. So he's going to naturally, if he knows how to pass, he's going to grab my knees. He's going to start moving around my blind side. Okay. Here's where people mess up. They tend to go down into the half guard like this. Boom. The guy, there's no half guard. I mean, there are some techniques you can do. I personally don't want to be here. If he's heavier than me, he's got a better chance to pass than I do of defending. So right when I'm here, if it is the half guard, he comes down. I want to get up on my hands again. I want to get up, okay? Again, so to prevent that, so he's coming to pass my guard. As he does it, remember the cheerleader? I get up on my knee, I spin and pull him down. I just don't stay here, okay? You're not done. You want to get points of reference. So I see, one foot goes to the hip and one behind the knee. Posture up. The thing I want to mention here is you never want 2 here, because he'll pass. Or here, because he'll pass. So at least here you have an idea of what you can do. So when we teach our basic guard sweeps, another thing I want to know, if you grab here, you still have the guard. Just act like you're climbing. Bring his head down. Remember that position I was saying earlier? So now I grab his heel here. Or let me go on this side. I grab here. Okay? People do De La Riva hook like here, but he can still escape. Okay? So what you want to do when I tell my guys, it even works for the street, is you want to sit on his ankle. Because if he starts to move, he's not going anywhere. And also with the hook, you want to pull behind the knee this way. So your shin is pulling this way. Some tension. So what I tell guys, the spider web method. You want to have a pull tension and a push tension so it makes his body neutral and you can feel him. As he starts to move, your body starts to react naturally. Okay? So now you can do your basic sweep that you learned blue to purple, the hook sweep. Okay? If he kicks his leg out for some reason and escapes, you can follow him and go for the sickle sweep. If he steps back, on that can hook sweep. If you notice, when I'm here, anytime he starts to step back, I follow him. You get my position again. Why do I do that? Because people get passed a lot in guard is when the guy, here, let's say I don't have that, let's say I have his foot. When the guy gives me enough pressure or enough space to move, he's going to pass. And that's where people mess up. So as he passes, this is where people still stay. Right? They're not reactive. When guard has to be active. It has to be attacking and movement. So when he's here, he's got more momentum to pass. So once I feel him, for instance, let's just give you an idea. He grabs my knees, he pushes down. Yeah, he's going to pass. So once you start, you know he's going to do that. As he starts to go, you get up, closing the gap together. So I still have him in control. I don't stay here. I get my hooks back in. Now I have control. here or here. Okay? This is with the gi. With the no gi, this is the Go Asgard, Carlson Gracie black belt I did on Sakuraba back in 2004 with Friday. You're controlling this leg. Now, De La Hila, you go like this. The only time you do this is if you have control of this hand. You see your arm? Okay? You have control here, or just here. If your foot goes to the hip and you don't have control there, and your foot's going, he's going to use this leg. He's going to pick up the leg and pass. See? And it goes down to like a leg drag, right? So what you want to do in self-defense, first and foremost, have attack your legs. Are attacking this leg here. So if his pressure comes, you push him. You can use this leg to ride on his body to come up to thrust. Your legs at this point are pistons. Right? You can do the hook sweep as he falls down. You carry it. Self-defense. Okay? So we'll go back down. So once you sweep him, he's down for the count, right? Not here. Anytime you hold here, you probably want to have a guard like this and control the leg. I make my spider guards never like this because he can pop it off easy. So when I do my spider guard, I pull him down. This whole half of his body's down like a tether, and then I'll be hitchhiking. So instead of that, you grab here. I'll flip him over me, do whatever I need. If he's on the ground, what I tell my guys, once their knee hits the ground, that's their break. So I get up, pull here. Now I go for something what I call the circle, and I had mentioned it before. I want my legs around his body like this. My legs are always stronger, and if you notice, his body's at a 45 degree with me from the reference of his hips. Now I can attack. Okay. The problem people here, they go for triangle and they forget that they actually have a guard there. So when he postures up, he has his frame here. You want to put your hands here, both hands, hip up, push, and bring him down with your legs. Now he's at my whim. Okay? So if I want to do the arm bar, look, I don't even have to use my hands. Look, it's all in the hips. He's already at that angle. The other thing about the triangle, I don't have to do this all the way underneath. I can have it here because his body, I want to loosen this up, is close to his head's close to his shoulder. That is the angle to get the triangle because his carotid on the other side is going to be choked out by my thigh. So I'm here. I want to squeeze my knees together and pull his head, and he gets tapped out. This is the circle guard. If his arm goes like this, it's okay. Hip up, grab underneath, crank the Kimura there, or let's say he does the both hands here, or actually both hands here, I'm sorry, and he pulls it to the ground. Come over here. Come over here. He starts to pull. This is the guard pass, triangle pass people like to do. I attack this arm. So I come in, break it, pull it like this, and tap there, or reverse tap here, whatever, okay? If he so happens to come around to do the stack, people like to do this way, he's setting himself up with the angle of the arm bar. Come over here. See, his body's already at the angle for the arm bar. If he does the other way, his knee comes this way, I just push his knee and move the other way, as you can see. So that is the collar guard. And if you want to get fancy, you can do the tornado in it. So he stops this leg, and the idea is he's coming around to pass this way, on the ground a little bit, excuse me. So he's going to push this between his groin. So now I'm here, my leg comes around, and I'm going to pull my body, and I'm going to go underneath like this. And then flip it like that. If you have that option. Okay? So that's basically the guard, the basic guard that we do. I do other guards because of my injuries from the military and whatnot. But that's ideally what we do. If you have any questions, let me know and we'll go over it again. Thanks.